Because I think we all want these things for our kids, and I think the family's the best place to get it going. And if a gay couple wants to have a family and adopt kids and be able to work and have the freedom to work, I think that's a standard that we ought to put in our law.
And there is this misconception that when you pass a new law, you suddenly have more freedoms. And in reality, when you pass a new law, you're taking away other people's freedoms.
I guess I'm having a hard time understanding what's negative about someone wanting to get a job who may be gay.
That the gay community that spoke to us was very eloquent, well prepared. They were a lot of professionals. It became very clear that it was not an unemployed group of people in Omaha or an underemployed group of people in Omaha.
I recently came out as gay, and my employer at the time found out, pulled me aside at the local fast food restaurant that I was working at just to earn some cash on the side, and told me two statements that I'll never forget in my life. He told me that he doesn't condone my unmoral behavior and that I have a questionable character. Let me go right off then and there.
And I think that shows what kind of a community we already have. Not forced by a law, and not forced people, which some people who object to it, whether it be personal, religious, or moral reasons, we have to remember that we have to respect their rights too.
Because to some extent the laws that we make are trying to reflect what is a common sense of fairness in a society, and even though someone may have a different view about homosexuality, and I understand that and I respect that, but we're trying to establish a standard here so that we can encourage people to live in family units and have a loving family. That's the big one for me. And secondarily, so that they can work and they can provide for their children, even if they're lesbian or gay. I mean, to me, those are such incredibly important positive values that I'm having a hard time understanding why we wouldn't all just say hurrah for that.